Thunder was on the roster from the moment we started planning this game. And if you think about it, a character that was first introduced in 1994 versus today, 2013, so many things have happened in our society, so many things have happened in terms of what expectations are. Our feeling was, well, you can't just lean into Native American and not kind of address that head on.
We're here for the long haul. We want to make sure that this game is fantastic. And so we're building upon those foundations to make this like superhuman, fantastical character.
So when we were re-envisioning Thunder, what we really liked about Thunder is how formidable of an opponent he was and just sort of how he had a great stature about him. So when we were modernizing him, we sort of took that as a basis and sort of pushed that to make his gameplay a little more aggressive and on the ground, and that eventually led to us going towards sort of the grappling gameplay style for Thunder.
It looks like he's poured war paint over him, and it's like, you know, it's kind of in frustration and anguish, and so it's like looks like it's dripping down his body. That's just that's an emotional thing for the character.
He's a big character. He's a grappling character, so we want to really emphasize his stature and his musculature. The face paint, the stylings of his hair and his braids and his top knot. This is where the foundation and root is. Now let's look at this character through the eyes of Killer Instinct and see like what he becomes. He becomes this massive, scary grappler.
So Thunder's got some great specials. The returning specials are the same amish. It has complete projectile invulnerability, and then one of the neat things we've added is the ability to stop after it. The move's called Skyfall.
Even though Thunder is a grappler in our archetype, we still didn't get rid of some of his classic utility like the triple axe.
What's great about the triple axe is it closes distance. It's relatively neutral on block, and when you do a shadow triple axe, you gain one hit of shadow armor. Thunder wants to get in close, and that's a great move to do. We've given him a command grapple, which just changes the way he plays. One of the new specials we've got for Thunder is the ankle slicer. So it's a low opener, which is really powerful. And second, it's got low invulnerability as it's pulling away.
Rushdown characters are going to be very afraid of them if they try to get in close and they mess up. And as far as range characters, it'll have utilities for getting in as well.
Thunder's instinct mode is extremely powerful. What we were doing when we designed it is sort of thinking, hey, as a grappler character, what would be the one thing you'd want to do? And everyone was like, well, you want to get in. So his dash moves further, is completely invulnerable, and can be special canceled in the last half. So it's basically the ultimate tool for a grappler to get in close safely. We wanted the key read immediately to be, hey, this guy is dangerous and you don't want him up close.
Awesome victory!
Thunder's this character who just doesn't know what to do with his grief because he knows his brother's been killed, but nobody's ever seen the body, nobody's ever figured out exactly what's happened to him, and he knows that his brother's soul is restless. So he kind of vows to walk the path of his brother through the course of the game and fight all these other fighters in order to try to get answers.
Thunder's stage is based off, it's called Devil's Landing. It's based off an area in the Midwest. And what we wanted to do was try to make it feel authentic, but recapture a little bit of the original bridge area. So you'll notice there's a nice sort of landing area, and when the camera zooms out, you get a beautiful view into the background. So we think it's a nice homage to the past while modernizing it and keeping it more authentic.
So with the old rope bridge arena, what we wanted to do was remain spiritually faithful to that type of environment, but we wanted to put him more towards where his new native homeland would be. As you guys are going to see in the Gamescom build, it's spiritually in the same vein, and we wanted to capture just the epic nature of being against like the elements, being at a higher elevation to fight against the other combatant. And so I believe we really captured that essence of being on top of the world.
It's August now. The game launches in November. We are working as hard as any of us have ever worked to make sure it's not only ready, but it's great on day zero when the Xbox One comes out. It's not, is it going to be ready? It's, is it going to be as great as we want it to be? And we're getting there.